All right, well, this is what I got. This is a 636L. I thought it was a power mic. It probably is, but I don't know for sure. There was another one that looked like it, but it had a little slider on it. And I thought this had one too, but I guess it doesn't. I don't know how much these are. The other one didn't have a metal cord on it. I was like, they're all 5-pin. I don't know. Like, this was a huge collection of microphones. Interesting to see if they're probably... I would think they're probably 5-pin Cobra, but this one's actually in better shape than the one I own. You can take the elements out of these and put them in the head of the regular D104. I really don't think this was ever used much. Be interesting to see how old it was in reality. These they pair well with certain radios, and other radios they just don't. They would work good with that 101. They would obviously not work good with the 3000. This one here, I don't know. I always bought it because I always thought these ones kind of look kind of cool. I don't know anything about them, honestly. I think it's a noise canceller. I'm just not real sure. And then I've had one of these before. These came a whole bunch of different ways. I never seen so many of these microphones in one place. They were there was just tons of them. So this is the SSB plus 2. I think there's supposed to be some more writing on here. This was in the best shape out of all the ones I could find. A lot of them had some pretty big chips in the paint, and I just figured, well, and I'm sure this is what's annoying about Hamfest. Somebody cherry-picked all the really good ones, and this is what was left. I noticed all of the sellers had little things from the club tucked away. You know, like these Hamfests, I used to go in as a seller to all of them, and you get there at 5:30 and then set up at 8. Set up at 5:30, sell at 8, or open to the public at 7. And all of the deals happen behind the scenes. You know, they don't even try and do anything about it. But anyway, I think this one will clean up pretty good. Some of the microphones were pretty hammered. I don't know what kind of connector this is, guys. It's a weird one. It, like, to me looks like something that would be on some kind of really old CB radio. It's Amphenol. I don't think it would be a ham radio. I think it'd be like something like a Browning, you know, some kind of tube CB radio. Early CB. But I might be wrong. I don't even know how old this is. 60s? I don't think it's 50s. I think it's 60s. I used to have a black one that said Sears on it. So anyway, I just figured this could look pretty good with my collection over here. And the Kenwoods are working, I think. We're going to try those later. But I just figured, dude, $10. I mean, and the only, I maybe not I might not have bought it, but I drove $40 in fuel to a Hamfest that didn't really have a lot, so I had to buy something. There was no way that I was going to listen to my kids make noise and drive me nuts for 3 hours or more because we hit really bad traffic on the way back without at least getting something cool to bring home. And when's the last time you saw one of these for $10? The last time I saw one of these, they wanted like $30 or $40 for one. And there was some really nice microphones there. They weren't all amplified. And really, when it comes to desk microphones, I prefer an amplified microphone. Because if this Element is bad, it won't matter. I'll just put something else in it, and it will still sound okay. I'm hoping it doesn't have a ceramic element, because they're usually bad. If it's dynamic, there's a pretty good chance it's still good. But anyway, it's a cool looking radio. Or, oh my god, I'm tired. A cool looking microphone. And it could go well with any of these particular radios. But I don't know what it actually was paired up with. Somebody probably knows on the channel. It's a 4-pin, but it's very widely spaced, and it says Amphenol. It'd be like a plug-in style. That's what's really cool about going to the Hamfest, but I learned my lesson not to take my boys with me again until they're older. They're 6 and 8 years old, and the 8-year-old actually was the worst. He just was grabbing all the microphones, and I constantly correct my kids, and I tell them, stop, stop, stop. And I think that people around me are annoyed by that, but I don't want to be that parent that just, like, lets my child do whatever. And, you know, so... But it's stressful for me to take them places, because I'm trying to control their behavior, and I just can't. It's too hard for me to control their behavior at the same time, look through equipment. So, but I really wanted to take them to a Hamfest, and this was good. This was a smaller one, because I used to always take them to Hamfest when they were babies. So they haven't been to a Hamfest probably... I don't know, maybe 2021, somewhere around there. Maybe 2020. I mean, Junior, he grew up going to Hamfest since he was in a crib. We used to set up his playpen near the side of the truck, behind the table, and I would walk around, and Elizabeth would watch him and sit at the table with the stuff I had for sale. And August never really went to any Hamfest because he was born in 2019, and then COVID hit, so then, like, that was a bad year. And then, you know, we just did other things, but if we did go to Hamfest, usually they would stay in the truck with her. This is the first time I've ever taken them with me by myself to a Hamfest. And I would say, actually, they did okay, all things considered. But, yeah. So it looks like this thing works fine. So there's another Hamfest coming up. 2 of them. And I took the truck, which was probably not the greatest idea. Especially there was, like, no parking. And if I'd have had the car, it would have been a little easier. But I probably won't take the truck again. I was just, like, thinking, well, what if I find something like an antenna that I want and I can't put it in the car, you know? The car doesn't even have a rack on the roof, you know? So, I decided to take the truck. But, anyway, we made it back safely. The truck didn't blow up. We're at like we're almost 413,000 miles. And, we spent more on gas than diesel than we did stuff, but I think this was worth it. This is a nice microphone, even if it doesn't work. The contest, I forget what it is. CQ North America, absolutely nuts. Let's see what we got on here. I'm pointed west. I gotta go out there and rotate it. But anyway, I feel like it's been a long day. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like, ugh. I wish I would have bought more of the microphones they had there. It really sucked, because I was just, like, so frustrated with the kids. There was another mic like this I wanted to buy that had the slider on it. There was some D104 parts I wanted to buy. I mean, and they were cheap, like $5 and $10. Like, damn. So, oh well.